So the second private label product that we did, which is the first product we actually profited on Amazon,
Yes.
was a bat house.
Yes.
This is essentially a wooden box. Think a birdhouse, but redesigned for bats. Okay, we'll go.
But like, why was it so like odd that we launched a bat house? And what year was it again? What year was this?
2019.
2019. In the middle of coronavirus, where
before coronavirus.
Before coronavirus?
Our first shipment sold. We were selling before coronavirus.
Okay. Then coronavirus hit.
Yes.
And everybody thought that bats were the ones distributing the coronavirus, right?
Yeah.
So I automatically, as soon as the coronavirus came out, I said, we're done. There's no way this product is going to sell. Like, there's just no shot. But
it did sell.
But it sold way better than we ever thought. What did we launch the product and like what? Not 30 minutes, 45 minutes after we got our first sale? No advertising?
Yes.
That was wild.
That was crazy. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how we knew. That's how we knew.
Yeah,
because so with private label again, right? You're creating your own listing on Amazon, and that listing has no traffic to start. You have to run advertising to that listing to get people to buy it. But when we launched our listing, people started purchasing the product before we were even running ads. And that's when we knew we had found a good sliver of the market that people actually wanted to buy the product that we had designed.
I don't even think the listing was completely finished too. I remember it was like close, but
yeah, there was upgrades to be made for sure, but it was there.
And that's when we knew it was going to be a decent product.
Yeah.
How long did it last?
So if we launched it in 2019, we sold through 2020. We probably had a few trickling out the beginning of 2021. So it was about 2 years.
Yeah, that was a good 2 years.
So speaking of coronavirus, the crazy thing about this is we first heard about COVID from, and I don't know if we can talk about COVID because our video might get suppressed, but we'll try.
It's not going to get suppressed.
We heard about COVID from our supplier in China because we were getting it manufactured in China. And we were placing a huge order. We did a full shipping container of bat houses.
That's just so crazy.
I think it was like 24 feet by like 20 or like by 10 by 5 or whatever.
How many was it? Like 2,400?
It was like, I think it was 2,400 bat houses that we got shipped from China. And we were putting this order together late 2019.
Yeah.
And our supplier messaged us sometime in like November, December. They were like, hey, like you need to get this order through now, because we're about to shut down because of this virus.
Yeah.
And like, we're not thinking about it at all. It's like, okay, we'll put the order through, finally got enough money together for the wire.
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, it jumped. The coronavirus was on that shipping container and it infected the entire US. But then
now it's getting suppressed.
I think new conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
I think though it actually helped launch the product even more because everyone was at home looking for something random to do.
Yeah.
It just kind of
and nobody else could get their products in because of the coronavirus.
Exactly. So that summer was when we first were like, so the pocket blankets was proof of concept. And we were like, okay, this works. And then the bat houses was like, oh, this really works.
Yeah.
This can you can turn this into a business.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. And so how long did the bat houses last for? Was it 2 years?
Yeah, I would say peak bat house was 2019 through 2020.
Gotcha. And then there's just so what ended up happening? So too much competition came on. A lot of people were getting a lot of inventory so they could lower their prices.
Yeah, so there were a couple other players in the space. There was one really big seller who launched their own bat house, I remember.
Yeah.
And they just had more money for advertising and they had more inventory than we did, so they were able to rank better.
Yeah.
And the other thing that happened is after lockdown, the global supply chain was just destroyed.
Yeah.
So shipping rates like tripled. Yep. Cost of wood for the raw materials increased, so there was just no more profit left in them.
Yeah.
And so that's when we were like, okay, we need to make another pivot.
Yeah.
Yeah.